Thanks everyone for tuning in today. So this is our third monthly governance evolution call. So the main format and kind of reason for this is to open the floor to hear feedback from the community and share prime governance updates that the Ocean Core team are working on, and further work to go down this path of the decentralization of the governance and implementation of the OceanDAO. So we are on OceanDAO Round 11, and we have our Round 11 project proposals due on November 2nd at midnight GMT, the first Tuesday of every month. So we've been rocking and rolling with the schedule for the last handful of months, as this is round 11. So we have, as you're all aware, 500,000 ocean available in this round, and a lot of the fine-grained details were published in our OceanDAO Round 11 post. So with that, I want to share some updates, as there's been a lot of conversation going on in our Discord this week, and a lot of feedback that we've taken in, and internal discussion as well across the OceanDAO team on the round 11 parameters that were announced at the start of this round. So I want to give everyone a heads up on some iterations, and was incredibly appreciative of everyone's discussion and feedback in Discord the last week or so. So really appreciated that kind of community first discussion. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and just share this tweet that some of you have seen this afternoon that has just been put out. So the round 11 updates for the call today, we are excited to share today, and this was predominantly driven from the feedback off of the round 11 announcement from our town hall earlier this month. So we were incredibly appreciative of everyone's feedback there. So we're excited to announce that we're going to be launching a stewardship program for the OceanDAO. So what this means is members of the Ocean community and members of the Ocean Core team that have mission alignment towards the greater overall vision of the Ocean Protocol will be at first curated to help onboard and guide early projects towards fostering a more in alignment and positive ROI to frankly, more successfully and help complete projects grant deliverables. So we feel like this is a really great step forward to have more engagement from core community members in helping new grant recipients ship and help them deliver their projects. So as opposed to, hey, you come and get a grant, and then it's just kind of, you have these updates in town hall, but whereas this kind of close engagement and close feedback to really, maybe you're on track and you need some more fuel to some fire and get some feedback, or maybe you're off track and you don't necessarily have that really specific, honest, poignant feedback that direct stewardship can offer. So this is the core impetus of launching the stewardship program to more closely align goals of the the greater Ocean Protocol and and your grant and project itself. So in application, we are going to have the, as you've seen in round 11, we have effectively 4 tiers of funding. So we have our first tier, and you can read more on this on the OceanDAO Round 11 launch post. So we have our first tier, which is up to $3,000 worth of 3,000 USD for first time grant recipients, up to 10,000 for second time grant recipients, up to 20,000 for third time grant recipients, and up to 35K for 5 or more times you've received a grant. So in for projects that have received, that are rather for projects that are planning on applying for tier 3 or tier 4, AKA the $20,000 grant tier or the $35,000 grant tier, we are excited to further foster your deliverables and guide them towards this ROI. So if you are planning on applying for tiers 3 or 4, we will be having a stewardship call with you before the deadline of round 11 to really fine tune your deliverables and make sure everything's on track for your round 11 submission. So if that is if that falls in, it applies to you for applying to tiers 3 or 4, please get in touch with us before the end of the week, and we can set up a quick stewardship call with the the initial wave of OceanDAO Stewards. And then for those who are applying for the first time or in second time, we'll be more soft launching the stewardship program with more details to come in round 12. With that being said, we'll be hanging out after DAO Town Hall tomorrow for those who are newer to the OceanDAO to help help with your ROI parameters as well. So and all of this information on kind of the requisites will be updated accordingly in our public-facing artifacts and communications. So with that being said, I'll also touch on who are these OceanDAO stewards to begin with, and how will that stewardship begin to expand. So at the moment, stewardship will comprise of core OceanDAO community team and OceanDAO and key OceanDAO ecosystem participants. So these ocean ecosystem members will be people who have not submitted grant proposals. So they have no skin in the game on project proposals. So they'll be, and they have alignment still with the with the OceanDAO mission and values. However, they just are not in project proposals themselves. So they're able to give kind of a more unbiased perspective and feedback along with the OceanDAO core team. And as the stewardship program evolves, we'll be looking to onboard more unbiased and mission-aligned community members as time progresses. So this is kind of the first announcement for the governance call today. Second is, and this was really deeply considered and again discussed on our Discord the last week and a half. So we announced quadratic voting for round 11. However, as we had initial feedback and Quickly on this, there's some questions coming in on stewardship, just for before we touch on quadratic voting. So stewards will be in the current round for projects that are proposing for tier 3 or tier 4. So if your project is proposing for $20,000 tier or the $35,000 tier, you will just have a stewardship call before the project submission deadline. And I know there are, not everyone is on the call today that applies to. So we will ensure that everyone gets, the message propagated out to them. So for Robin's question, a steward has not and will never applied for a grant. That is more, the current stewardship program will not include people who have received a grant previously, correct? And as the more and more community gets engaged, and as the stewardship program expands, that providence could change, and there could be some updates there, just as the program grows, because it's going to be case in point, like the decentralization of the program is necessary. Yes, so stewards will be people who are just mission aligned and for now that have not received a grant previously. I hope that offers some clarifying on those questions. Hopefully that offers some, yep, cool. Thank you, Shubham. So moving on to point number 2. So based on the demos that people have been conducting with our open, quadratic voting, demo, snapshot ballot, and follow up on the conversations being had, we are aware of some attack vectors on the quadratic voting. We were aware of these, these trade-offs and types of voting are prevalent. So whether that's one token, one vote, we're all aware of the dominance of higher token voting having a higher weight, and then also with quadratic voting that gets eased because of the it's the square root of everyone's vote. However, you could Sybil attack that by creating said wallets, so and number of wallets. So how are we going to address that moving forward? And that's with some reputation or identity layer, and we're still understanding and experimenting with what that means. So tangibly for round 11, we are going to still be doing the single ballot with everyone's proposal in that single ballot, and you'll only be able to use your Ocean once. So as opposed to round 10 and previously, how you could use your Ocean multiple times on multiple proposals, we're still going to stick with one ballot using your Ocean token and vote once. However, it will just not be quadratic voting to further assess the attack vectors of quadratic voting. And other than that, yeah, those are the updates for today, and everything discussed here will get updated accordingly on the Discord and Wiki. And what's most important to note is these conversations that were being had on Discord were the core drivers and core tenets of these changes for this round. So normally we're moving fast, and insofar as people are shipping their projects and understanding this bake slowly approach of the core mechanisms and what are these trade-offs at each step of the way, and just really making sure that the actions we are taking are in the best interest of everybody. So the actions we all are taking are the most fair and equitable, and have a lot of opportunities for everyone to get involved.